From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, the Monday morning edition that covers the period July 6th through the 12th this week. All right, as we jump right into the weather pattern, we can see the big weather story this week will be a low pressure system that is presently over the basically centered over the western Florida peninsula. It's not a tropical system, it's just ordinary low pressure. That will be the system that will move basically from the northern Gulf Coast to and across the Carolinas Tuesday through Wednesday. And that system is going to bring us an increased chance for rain to the area during this time. There could be some thunderstorms mixed in, but it looks like we're going to be north of the low, which basically tends to favor just rain, moderate to perhaps heavy at times. Until then, in the meantime, though, there could be a few isolated showers and thunderstorms today. There is a surface trough just to our south, and that'll try to lift north. And basically, there's just a typical air mass, summertime air mass in place with plenty of humidity and temperatures climbing up into around 90 today. So there could be a few isolated storms. We're not expecting coverage today like we had yesterday. Yesterday there was quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm coverage. There should be much less today than yesterday, so we'll just call it isolated activity today. And then, as I mentioned, I would say, not that great of a weather forecast, to be honest, for tomorrow and Wednesday with that low and plenty of rain. The low will then eventually push to the coast and move northeast of the coast Thursday into Friday. Excuse me, thanks to another trough, another cold front system coming from the west. That'll kind of push it out of the way. That'll push it, to the northeast. So as that low exits to our northeast late in the week, as that next trough approaches, that'll bring its own rain chances to central North Carolina later this week and into the weekend. And then beyond that, it looks like that trough will bring us rain chances through Saturday, and we might get a break in the weather on Sunday. We'll see. It's possible Sunday might be mostly dry, but certainly Friday and Saturday during mainly the afternoon and into the evening appear to be quite a bit of coverage of shower and thunderstorm activity. Otherwise, near normal temps this week. Highs in the upper 80s to around 90 would be fairly normal for this time of year. And then during episodes of more steady rain, that'll keep temperatures down. So it's possible we may only end up with highs in the 80s over the next couple of days, depending on where and when that rain falls. So if it ends up being a lot cooler than, say, around 90, we can thank the rain for that. All right, so that's the pattern. As I head back to the 5-day graphical tropical weather outlook from the National Hurricane Center, I wanted to mention this because this is getting a little bit of attention there with the 40% chance of tropical cyclone formation in 5 days there off the Carolina coast. Well, basically, that's the low pressure system that I was talking about on the last slide. And you can see in the text there from the Hurricane Center, small low pressure system has moved inland over the Florida Panhandle. This small low is forecast to evolve into a larger low pressure system. Again, that was what I've been talking about on the previous slide. And then that will move northeastward near the coast of the Carolinas. Since the low is currently over land, no development is expected today or tomorrow. That is no tropical development. However, once that system moves back over water on Wednesday, some development is possible. When I say back over water, I'm talking along in east of the Carolinas there. So they have the formation at 5 days being 40%. I will say it's good to know that I don't think that low is going to stick around the Carolina coast once it gets back over water. I think it's going to quickly move to the northeast as that next trough coming in from the west begins to arrive. So anyway, I wanted to point that out as it is getting some attention out there in the media. So anyway, looking at the accumulated rain forecast through the next 7 days, I wanted to point out there that, notice the splotchy nature of today's green there. That's basically just highlighting hit or miss showers and thunderstorms, very isolated in nature. And then notice the color swaths there get a little bit more intense, a little more concentrated over the Carolinas as we head into Tuesday into Wednesday. and then it shifts towards the coast Thursday and Friday. And then the next weather system coming in will basically continue the rain chances as we head into at least the first half of the weekend. So when you add up 7-day rainfall totals, we're looking at 1 to 3 inches of rain across central North Carolina, heaviest east of I-95. So again, the worst of the rain for us will be late Tuesday through Wednesday, and maybe lingering into early Thursday, depending on the timing of that weather system. So speaking of the steadier rain, that has prompted the Weather Prediction Center to highlight portions of the Carolinas in a marginal risk for flash flooding, for excessive rainfalls, as this product is called. It's called the Excessive Rain Outlook. Basically, the light green there, the marginal, means that isolated flash floods are possible. Okay, so not widespread flooding, but just more of the marginal, isolated nature of flash flooding. Again, associated with that low pressure system moving across the Carolinas Tuesday into Wednesday. All right, so that'll be the big concern, is the risk for localized flash flooding. As we look at the risk for severe thunderstorms, this is courtesy of the Storm Prediction Center. The lightest shade of green there basically means thunderstorms are possible, but not expecting any organized or widespread severe thunderstorm activity. So we call this general thunder, meaning there could be some thunderstorms around, but we're not expecting any organized severe thunderstorm activity. All right, so we're in the general thunder next 3 days. All right, looking further down the road, the 8 to 14 day outlook, courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center, shows basically odds favoring above normal temperatures as we head into the week after this week, and below normal precipitation odds. So, perhaps we'll get into some ridging and high pressure that might kind of drive things out. We'll see if that pans out. So let's wrap it up here. You can see down at the bottom there, the day-to-day panels there look pretty wet, actually. And you'll notice temperatures. We're keeping high temperatures, in the 80s Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday due to that rain. If it wasn't for the rain, we'd be, up around 90 or low 90s, like today and like Friday. So anyway, again, isolated showers and thunderstorms today, low pressure, and that system moving across the Carolinas Tuesday through Wednesday will bring increased rain chances. The low will eventually exit our area late in the week, and the trough that pushes it to the east will bring its own rain chances come Friday into Saturday. Hopefully Sunday will be dry. I think that whole system will be to our east by Sunday, but we'll see. And then, excuse me, near normal temperatures this week, except during rain, which will help keep temperatures down. All right, in terms of the hazards, with the rain to late Tuesday into Wednesday, our concern is for localized flash flooding, and basically, again, Tuesday into Wednesday. And always as a reminder, never drive through areas where water covers the roadway. Turn around, don't drown. I'll point out the storms the last couple of days have had quite a bit of lightning in them. Very powerful cloud-to-ground strikes. I've noted quite a few of them. And so, that goes without saying. Anytime there's thunderstorms around, a hazard and impact is lightning. So just remind your folks in your sphere of influence that, don't wait till the storm's on top of you. If you hear thunder, when thunder roars, it's time to head indoors, no matter where that storm's at, whether it's raining over you or not. If you hear the thunder, you see the lightning, time to get inside. And then wait inside. Don't resume your outdoor activities until at least 30 minutes after the last sound of thunder. A lot of lightning fatalities and cloud-to-ground strikes occur after the storm is moving, or after the storm is ended, right over top of you and is moving away. Sometimes the lightning can reach back to places it had been. So wait 30 minutes after the storm's over before you go back outside. All right, so that wraps it up for this Monday morning weekly briefing for Central North Carolina.